Hello there, welcome back to Brechin Lanes. It's Ray here. I've got another behind the scenes video for you. I'm going to talk about all of the different types of bowling that you might find in North America. So this here is your standard 10-pin bowling, the one that has the 3 holes in the ball. So that is that 10-pin. Moving along, we have a new plastic 5-pin. So like I said, they're made of plastic. And as you saw in an earlier video, they have strings, so there's a hole that goes all the way through for the string. So that is a 5-pin. I've actually got some 5-pins through the years, so this one's a little bit older. It is, at one time, they were wood, and they had a hole, but when they first came out with the strings, they didn't put the hole all the way through, so they had a little hole at the top so that you could put the string through and just make a little knot. So they've actually started putting the hole all the way through. So that is a wood pin with a fiberglass shell. As you can see, that fiberglass didn't hold up very well. So there's that one. And going back to the early days of 5-pin bowling, they were made of maple. So this is a wooden 5-pin. There we go. It took me a little while to find this one. I love how they had the crown around the neck. There we go, the Brunswick Red Crown King 5-pin. This one I actually found in an antique store. You can see it was used as a trophy, presented to Verna Christofferson of the Timber Topperettes. They were the bowling champions for all those years back in the 40s. So there you go. That's a wooden 5-pin. Very cool stuff. Now here are some ones you may not have heard of. This is called hard belly duckpin. So it's a very small pin, and you're going to use the same size bowling ball as we use in 5-pin. And here's the mind-blowing fact. That's American duckpin, and this is Canadian duckpin. You see the difference, obviously. This is called soft belly duckpin, and this is played in Quebec. It is a very popular game in Quebec. Again, they're using the same size ball as in 5-pin, but there are 10 of them. And that's why there's this little plastic sleeve at the top, because you can imagine with 10 pins flying around, those pins are going to tangle. So that little sleeve at the top helps prevent the pins from tangling as much. The hard belly duck pin, it is played, I believe, in parts of Massachusetts. So there's the hard belly duck pin, also same size bowling ball as 5-pin, 5-inch up to 3 pounds 12 ounces. And here's a very obscure one, played on the East Coast, Maritimes, and New England. Very popular game. This is called Candlepin. So there we go. They're very tall, very skinny pins. They can go either way. They can be this way or this way. There are 10 pins on the deck. You get 3 balls, and the balls are quite small. This is a candlepin ball, and you compare that to a 5-pin ball. It's a fair bit smaller. So it's a very crazy game. There's never been a perfect game in candlepin. You're using that small ball. You're trying to hit all those pins, and here's the kicker. If you were to knock a pin down, and it's laying in front of the other ones, you just leave it there. So you're actually trying to hit the pin to try and get it to spin around and hit the other ones. It's a crazy game. So here's a picture of them all together. So that is all of the pins of the North American bowling games.